I'm back with another reaction video. This is something sent to me to react to by my friend Roy Neyra from the band Mandragora, a death metal band from Argentina. Now, I'm not too sure the title of this. Well, I've got the title, but I don't have the name of the artist, so I don't think I do. It just says, Sola le pido a Dios. Pido. I just did a Spanish lesson. I'm trying to remember what he said about pronouncing stuff. So the P, it's pe, Pido, yeah, Pido, adios. Yeah, I don't know I should look that up. So a quick look on what that actually means and see if we can get right. I only ask God, it says. I only ask God. I should remember Dios was God. Right, I only ask God. It says it's got English subtitles, I believe. So let's have a watch of this and see what it's about.
Vamos a cantar todos juntos. Gracias. Okay. Vamos.
Ahora vamos a cantar todos.
Todos juntos, por favor. Gracias. Muchas gracias.
It's obviously recorded live. You can tell it's a live recording. But the video looks like it's just images of kids and people not looking in their, like they're having a good day. To be quite frank, so it's going to be images quite, dark images, sad images of unrest, and I don't think it's all going to be kids, but yeah, war torn situations, and yeah, it's going to be a bit of a heart wrencher probably. Let's just check it out.
Solo le pido a Dios que en la alma me sea indiferente, que la resaca muerte no me encuentre, vacía y sola sin haber hecho lo suficiente. Solo le pido a Dios que lo injusto no me sea indiferente, que no me haga perder la otra mejilla, después que una garra me arañe esta suerte.
Pause again. It's very hard to make out the words. I've got it on a small screen. What you're seeing now is what I'm actually seeing it. It's the size that I'm seeing it. Can I do full screen on this? Can I go full screen? Oh, I didn't know I could do that. That's a lot easier. Let's go back to it. It just seems like it's a cry to God, like saying, don't let me have this injustice, and don't let me be something like that. Let's just carry on looking at it again. But now I can see it in big screen. I can actually get a better idea.
Solo le pido a Dios que la guerra no me sea indiferente, es un monstruo grande y quizá fuerte, toda la pobre inocencia de la gente, es un monstruo grande y quizá fuerte, toda la pobre inocencia de la gente.
It's kind of awkward because I'm quite liking the music. I quite liking the rhythm, and I keep thinking of touch like like having a bit of movement or tapping my feet, and I look at I'm seeing the images, and it's completely taking me out of like enjoying the rhythm, if you know what I mean, because there's the seriousness of the begin, what the song's about is kind of it's kind of counteracting my feeling the need to dance or feeling the need to like get into the tune, because like as much as you can enjoy the tune, watching the images and knowing what the song's about makes it harder, so it's kind of like cross between wanting to have a little like foot tap, little shoulder rest, but then there's like, you can't really, the two things don't go well together. If I was just listening to the song, I'd be getting into this is cool, but seeing the images as well, it's like that's not cool. León Gieco. Originally written and performed by Argentinian musician León Gieco in 1978, this song is an anthem that was widely used throughout the social and political hardships and civil wars across Latin America, particularly in Argentina and Chile. It belongs to the Chilean Nueva Canción genre. This version, performed by Argentine Aboriginal Mercedes Sosa, 1935-2009, is the most recognized version, though it has been performed by such groups and musicians as Bruce Springsteen, Pete Seeger, U2, and Shakira. Okay, I'm not familiar with any of those versions, I must say. I've heard of León Gieco before. I'm sure I've looked at something that he did. Was he the guy who did some stuff with Gustavo Santaolalla? I'm not sure. I'm sure I've heard that name before. He's definitely in one of the bands that I've looked at before, I'm sure. Yeah. So the song is like, I don't know, it's kind of hard to work out what the lyrics were saying. Like, don't be indifferent to me. Like, I don't understand what the word indifferent means to, like, not really care about, to not pay attention to if you're indifferent towards something, then you don't really look at it or pay attention to it. So you not wanting the war to be indifferent to you makes it mean the war is going to pay attention to you, in my mind. So it seems like it's I don't know if it's something to do with the translation doesn't quite I don't know, or it's some kind of allegorical or symbolic kind of phrasing, but I didn't quite understand what it means by "don't be indifferent to me." But I'm guessing I would have thought you'd want war to be indifferent to you. You'd want war not to notice you. You'd want war not to see you where you are and totally avoid you, kind of thing. That's my take on the lyrics. But yeah, it's interesting. It's obviously like must be a very poignant song for if if you're going through wars and uprisings and so forth, and people are dying, and this kind of song, which is like a rallying cry, I suppose, for people who've lived during that time or who know about the history of the song and the meaning of the song, And we all know about wars. Like, I'm kind of fortunate in the UK, World War One, World War Two. Obviously, I'm too young to have experienced any of those, but we've not had any war in the UK on UK land for World War Two. We had some bombings, right? I was ever too old for that, but we're kind of lucky that we've not had to live through those kind of things, insurrections or civil wars or anything like that over here. But obviously, you see it on the news all the time. People dying, people being bombed. We've had some terrorism here. People have been killed. It's I kind of like. I won't say I'm not indifferent to it. Indifferent. I'm using that word that it was from the song, but I try to not look at the news about that kind of thing. It just makes, because I can't do anything about it. I always think to myself, you see these things on the news, people dying, people getting killed, and I think, right, there's nothing I could do to stop it. It's just it's. So I try not to watch it because it just makes me feel depressed. I try and avoid watching. So many people have died here, so many people have been massacred here, and it's just like, oh man. I can't do anything about it. It just makes you feel helpless, It's the helplessness. You can't do anything, and you thinking, you put your empathy about the situation. You think, imagine if that was my situation, and you think how bad must these people feel? How horrible it is for them to go through some of the nastiness that's in this world, and it just makes you feel low. So I try and avoid watching that kind of thing and thinking about that kind of thing, because it's just I know it's life, it's humanity, it's history. It's not just history; it's current events, But I'm not saying I'm ignoring it or being insouciant towards it, but I just feel that there's nothing I can do about it. So I try and avoid not looking at it because it's just going to make me feel depressed. That's how I go with that, and I'm not sure what I was trying to say with that comment, but there you go. That's just I'm just randomly just talking about the first things that come into my head, as I always do with these reactions. But musically, it was cool. I enjoyed that musically. It was it had a nice little rhythm to it. It was. Let me just put that. What did it say? Did it give you the let's have a look. It was Nueva Canción genre, Chilean Nueva Canción genre. So that's the type of music that it is. So it's Chilean. Nueva means new, I'm guessing. Canción, I'm not sure what canción means, but So it was just an interesting kind of like guitar-led bit of drum, nice little foot tapper kind of thing. Nice little foot tapping rhythm, not too fast. It was just a nice little beat, really. But it was kind of put off from getting into the music because of looking at the images and knowing what it is about. But I can imagine that being one that people sing along to as well, and feel the history of it, and think about stuff that goes on in the world, and just sort of saying, possibly almost like a prayer, because it talks about God. So it's like, please don't let war come here. Please don't let death come to me. Please, please let death ignore me, look over me, war to not be near me, that kind of thing. I'm getting the gist of that's what the lyrics were trying to convey. Anyway, that was suggested by my mate Roy. That was interesting to check out. Thanks for that. I will be back tomorrow to watch another video, maybe one that you've suggested. Feel free to comment, give me any information you want about anything I've said, or anything to do with the song, anything to do with the artist. Feel free to educate me. It won't always stay in my memory, but I will try my best. And gracias por mirar, vuelva mañana para ver otro video.